Alright, what's good to y'all? What's happening, brothers? You already know I'm here to address my brothers, the so-called black man. That is my primary demographic. That's who I'm speaking to primarily at all times. Period. I'm speaking to the so-called black man. We are the recipients of the most lies. We are the recipients of the most deceptions, and we have the greatest disconnect from our true history and our true culture. Now, what is black culture? Black culture has been imitated, as I'm sure you brothers can attest for and see in the society. Black culture is imitated. You know what I'm saying? We have a lot of so-called white musicians, uh, musicians of different nationalities, if you will, as well as the music industry being ran by what we call so-called Caucasian Jews. You know what I'm saying? And most of you brothers know what I'm talking about. If you know about the music industry, you can attest that yeah, it's ran by so-called Caucasian Jews. Now, I'm gonna tap into the whole Jew thing, but I just want to hit this billboard real quick. This is source from the Caucasian Jews. Top 10 rappers, y'all, right here. Greatest rappers of all time, apparently, according to Billboard. You got your Lil Wayne, Kendrick, Ghostface, Lauryn Hill, Andre, of course, Nas, Rakim, Eminem. Peep what he's doing, brothers. Peep what he's doing. He's putting it right there on Front Street. They're not hiding this shit any longer. I'm gonna come back to that. Your Jay and Biggie, right? You know, some of you brothers might be mad about Tupac, this and that, but like, get off your fanboy level, get off your two-dimensional way of thinking. It understand it's a low level thought process. You know what I'm saying? You can't be on that frequency of thought. It's way bigger than you fanboying and idolizing another man. You know what I'm saying? A lot of brothers would think I'm getting all preachy and shit, but at no point should you idolize anyone other than the Most High. Period. Point blank. Period. You know what I mean? It's like you defending the honor of another man, and what does that say about your own manhood? You know what I'm saying? Period. Point blank. Period. What does that say about your own manhood? Anyways, you got this so-called Caucasian here throwing up the devil horns right on, or what we know is the devil horns, right here. You know what I'm saying? And that's the imagery they chose to use here. But nonetheless, look at the flesh tone of these brothers and sisters. You know what I'm saying? Early sister, Lauren Hill. Peep game. We got the juice. It's in the title. Who got the juice? We got the juice. We are the most imitated. We are the most idolized. You know what I'm saying? And to the degree of people even deify, you know what I'm saying, so-called black people in terms of sports in particular, and primarily music as well. You know what I mean? A lot of brothers look up to some of these artists and things like that, and will defend their honor and shit like that. But how often are you defending the honor of the Most High? How often are you defending, you know what I'm saying, your creator? You don't understand what's going on, brothers. Nonetheless, we can agree, you know what I mean, for the most part, that the so-called Caucasian Jews run the music industry. Now, let's look up, I want to address this first. Synagogue of Satan. And this is in the scriptures, brothers. You know what I'm saying? It's like you want to avoid it. I've avoided the scriptures personally for a very long time. Trust me. I've learned more about the wicked matters of men over the last 7 years, in which the last 7 years I consider myself a truth seeker, um, individual, a student of life, a student of what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Like that's all it is. I'm just looking to better myself. You heard, over the last 7 years, And that's primarily because of my children and that painting back there, if you can see it, with the little pink backdrop. Um, I have two daughters, you heard, and I understood how wicked this world was at a very young age, and I always wanted my children to see the world as a beautiful place, like for the most part, I've seen it. But I've watched as this world progressed and got so much more wicked, and the exploitations of women and the violence promoted and just outright shown, all the occult symbolism, everything it's quite crazy, brothers. You know what I'm saying? In all honesty, it's quite crazy. I just gotta see. I'm gonna move this real quick. All right, brothers. So synagogues say, you know, I'm not meaning to get off track, but I got a lot of truth to kick, and if you're here for the truth, you're like you'll listen through it. You know what I'm saying? You'll understand where I'm coming from, or at least try to. I'm not worried about what you're trying to do. You know what I'm saying? I'm here speaking to a specific people, a specific spirit, a specific mindset here. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody's going to get what I have to say, agree with it, and look into it. But I gives no fucks. I've done my research, and for the most part, I speak on what I know. You know what I mean? I'm not going to speak on something that I have absolutely no versing on, that I haven't looked at from multiple angles, multiple sources. That's where I'm coming from with that two-dimensional mindset. You feel me? I am a multi-dimensional thinker. I think and assess things from multiple angles. However, everything comes back to, for the most part, the scriptures, which gift us our culture, our history, and also the guidelines for what's right and wrong. That's all it boils down to. You know what I mean? This book is just letting you know how to live a well, full life, to be right and wrong. You know what I'm saying? Good or evil. Like, it's simple. Niggas make shit so complicated, guys. Nonetheless, um, you got this whole synagogue of Satan, the secret history of Jewish world domination. Boom. A lot of brothers go ahead and know. They know a little bit about that. They know a little bit about New World Order, what's to come and things like that. That's just real truth. That's facts. That's what's to come. That's what they want. You heard? But you also need to understand that they have assumed our identities. As I've Google searched here, Jews, what do you see? Caucasian faces, so-called Caucasian faces, you know. And in the scriptures, if you brothers read the scriptures, you'll know that the Most High speaks about returning the children of Israel to the promised land, returning them home. And apparently this prophecy was fulfilled back in like the 80s. You know what I'm saying? One of you brothers can correct me if I'm wrong. I'm not sure. 84, I want to say that. Nonetheless, apparently prophecies have been fulfilled. But if you know the Most High, you know how it works. That's not how it goes. You know what I'm saying? That's to be achieved when Yeshua, or as we know, Jesus Christ returns type. That type deal. You know what I'm saying? And again, one of you brothers can correct me if I'm wrong. I'm entry level. I don't know everything, but I know what I'm talking about for the most part. You feel me? And you can discredit that all you want. I gives no fucks what you think. I'm not going back and forth with nobody on no comments, nothing. I need no validation from man. I am self-validated, self-defined. You heard? That's big facts. And right here, any one of these scriptures that's listed on this off to the left, you know what I'm saying, on the screen, you can go ahead and look and check. You know what I'm saying? There's a reason it says KJV on some of these, and these scriptures is there. Nonetheless, it's all out there. You live in the information age. You niggas is lazy. Big facts. Big facts. Lazy. You don't want to go out and learn your own culture, learn your own history. You know what I mean? Everything you've been gifted to has been gifted to you by the so-called white man, the so-called Caucasian man, the military industrial complex. That's what you've been brought up on. That's all you know, brothers. And I get it. You know what I'm saying? I truly get it. That two-dimensional shit also boils down to another portion, and I'm going to keep trying to stay on topic here in terms of the whole music aspect. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to go through just a couple little videos type shit, and just point out some things that I can blatantly see. Now, don't get me wrong. I listen to a lot of the ignorant young niggas and their music. Not everyone though, but I do understand what's going on, what's being projected, and it's a negative message. And if you don't understand that, then you know what I'm saying? This video is not going to help you. You're watching it to waste your time, to make a comment, type this and that. You know what I mean? And if you're not so-called black, you truly have no business. You're just being nosy right now. You know what I'm saying? And I'm very unapologetic about that. I'm only speaking to a specific demographic, and I've made that very, very clear, and I will continue to make that clear. I gives no fucks what nobody thinks about me. I'm self-defined. I need no validation outside of myself and the Most High. And the Most High backs what I'm telling you and how I conduct myself. Big facts. But that's a story for another day. That's more like a personal journey. But you got, let's give this little intro they got. I've watched this a couple of times before. The message is always like the course, like, right? I mean, just to break it down for some of you older brothers that might not know. Well, most of you know. You know what I mean? A 40 cal, period, point blank, period. Pistol, handgun. You know what I'm saying? With a beam, laser sight type shit. You're like, that's the chorus. That's the chorus of this song. You know what I'm saying? Let's continue to see what else he has to say in this chorus. Hey, yeah. You get the fucking point. Dollar signs, all that. See, if it ain't about money, I ain't worried about it. Come on. The message in this song and what's the trend of most music is clear. Money, women, vanity, worldly possessions, worldly pleasures. You know what I'm saying? Brothers, you got to understand this is a spiritual battle. You know what I'm saying? We are behind enemy lines. We are in captivity. We are in the land of our captors. You should not be trying to get all comfortable like some of these brothers think that they are. They're not comfortable. Understand? They have sold out. They are serving as pawns in the grand scheme of things. You know what I'm saying? You can call me conspiracy theorist all I want. I gives no fucks. It's besides the point. Do your damn research. You heard? Don't sit here and ridicule me for what I speak on. You know what I'm saying? Look into it. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not coming from a space of uneducation, a space that I have absolutely no idea that I'm talking about. It's real out here. Nonetheless, the underlying theme of this song, you know what I'm saying, is pistols. And all he's worried about, or pistols and money, you know what I'm saying? Or having a gun and money. What kind of message is that projecting to the so-called black community? Period. You're like it's a negative, it's a truly negative message. Period. You know what I'm saying? And don't get me wrong, brothers. I understand the necessity depending upon the demographic and where you're at within Babylon or Americas, if you will. If you wherever you're at, I can understand that it may be a dangerous environment and you do have to protect yourself. I can fully understand. But when you understand that you don't have a true connection with your real history and your true culture, that's you would not need that pistol, brother. You would not have if we restored the order within our community, within our people, we would not need pistols to defend ourselves from our brothers. Period. That makes absolutely no sense. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of pro-black and liberal blacks want to talk about black on black crime, all that other shit. Come on, it's bigger than that. It's a cultural issue. It all boils down, and the roots of our issues within the so-called black community are the lack of our true culture. You know what I mean? You niggas think this is your damn culture, and this is not your damn culture. But there's a lot of like symbolism in this, in my opinion. Uh, it's kind of like the sun. The sun is very prominently projected here. and that's in homage to in the Kim for you Kemet pro black Negroes talking about all that raw and done confound into that those ideologies. You're worshiping false deities. Understand that, and you're led that you're still down the wrong path. Just because Egyptians are known or projected as what we call so-called black, brothers, black is the absence of color. We are not black. Black, the Most High has never referred to us as black. Period. But I had a brother that was trying to explain to me that he's on that Kemet shit, and he's saying that black was what the Egyptians identified as, and that's cool. Black is a construct of man, brother. I'm not dealing with what constructs of man. I'm not dealing with the wicked matters of wicked men. You heard? I'm dealing with the Most High here. I'm dealing with biblical nationalities. I'm dealing with nationality. Black is not a nationality. What country is called black? What language called black? What government is called black? You know what I'm saying? Get the fuck out of here. You're not black, brother. Get your shit together. Learn your nationality. Learn your culture. But yeah, again, you know what I'm saying? That was for the Kemet dudes with all this sun worship and raw God and all that extra shit. That's just one video. I had one that I watched right before this, just to kind of see if they had. No, not this. I listened to this. Like I listen to this music. I understand. I listen to some of these young niggas. I've listened to the old niggas. I don't listen to the old niggas all the damn time because that's just it's played. I've heard it. I get the message. It's cool. I've taken heed of it and progressing. But I I'm 27. I look a lot younger than 27 in my opinion. Some people may think I'm young, but it's cool. I'm 27 years old. But I still listen to these young niggas because I want to see where their mindset is at. And I didn't understand that honestly until I started this live stream. Speaking of which, I'm just gonna take a tab and see what I'm at. 17 minutes, that's cool. I'm with it. Um, all right, back to the top. Back to the subject at hand. Oh, wrong place. Okay. So I listen to these young brothers and these young artists just to kind of see what's going on. Not to mention, like for real, it's pleasing to the ear. It's not pleasing to my spirit. It's pleasing to the flesh. You know what I'm saying? And at some point, I will progress and move on. But it's the same notion. I want to stay contemporary so that I can continue to impact the youth because the youth is clearly the future. And that's what I'm here. I'm here to speak to young so-called black males here. Big facts. That's all I'm talking to. I'm not talking to nobody else. So if you feel some kind of way, get the fuck on. I don't need to hear your opinion or nothing. You can say I'm promoting separation, but when you won't understand. But brothers, when you understand that the Most High deals in separation, you'll get where I'm coming from. You won't think I'm trying to divide the so-called black community because there's no such thing as so-called black community or black community. You subject yourself to that slavery mindset of that title. You're not black. You have a nationality. Learn it. Learn the history. Okay. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Rich is spitting. You know what I'm saying? He's kicking a lot of shit real quick. But if you break it down bar for bar, which I'm not going to do, he's primarily degrading women, promoting vanity and this false sense of ownership in terms of these possessions and material goods and material possessions. You know what I'm saying? It's not. It's way bigger than that, brother. Like I said, we're in our captor's land. This is. We should not be trying to get comfortable. You know what I'm saying? These niggas only live what we view as comfortable because they've subjected themselves to wicked forces, to wicked shit. Big facts. That's all it is. And it's I mean, it may not be on the high levels of like these niggas doing sacrifices and homosexual acts and shit. It may not be that way, but it's the fact that they've idolized money. They've idolized these possessions, these worldly pleasures. You heard? Shit that appeases the flesh, tattoos appease the flesh. You know what I'm saying? It's not about pleasing the flesh. You got purpose here, brothers, and it's to please the Most High. You know what I'm saying? And that's. But again, I digress. He's promoting nothing but vanity, materialism. You know what I'm saying? And this, and you brothers fall into it. That's all you want to be rappers for the clout and for the money, for the bands and all this other shit. Like, come on, it's way bigger than that. When you understand the money system, you understand how irrelevant that shit is to the actual biological existence of human beings. Period. Period. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of like I think promoting like taking a women and shit. You know what I mean? Like objectifying of women. It's just you can see the shit. You can see the negativity, brothers. You choose to pay attention and to go ahead and just normalize it because that's what this society projects. That's what it go ahead. It nurtures this wicked shit. Understand that, brothers. That's what's going on. It's a spiritual battle. There's a lot of spells and witchcraft going on here. What my brother just pointed out to me. The word spelling has the word spell in it. Come on. We're dealing in the heathen language. Most brothers speak English, period. You know what I'm saying? And it's a derivative of Greek and Latin, the heathen language. We did not speak English prior to this, brothers. We spoke Hebrew, the true Hebrews, like I addressed earlier in the video. You know, some of you brothers don't want to hear it because of the cruel acts and the wickedness that they do in our name. And that Revelations chapter 3 verse 9, I believe that's it. You know what I'm saying? One of you brothers can correct me if I'm wrong. That has the actual prophecy, uh, the prediction of these niggas assuming our title, saying that they are Jews when they are not. Those that lie. You're like, come on, lying's a damn sin. And all you brothers are sitting there doing it to a lot of women and to your damn selves. You know what I'm saying? You're lying to your damn self. The so-called black community lacks a huge amount of uh, or not a huge, it has low self-esteem. You know what I'm saying? And we look for validation outside. We look for validations from our people and this and that. We're always competing to get that validation. And you know what I mean? If you have that duality mindset, you're not going to understand what I'm talking about. But if you have a multi-dimensional thought process, you can kind of heed or see what I'm alluding to, or pause a damn video and think about it. You know, I'm not telling you what you do. It's suggestions. I don't give a fuck what you do, honestly. I don't give a fuck how you feel. I don't give a fuck if you're watching it. You know what I mean? Like the ones watching it want the truth. They want to hear some real shit. Period. This world is fake as fuck. You know what I'm saying? And I'm bringing that real to it through the blessings bestowed upon me by the Most High. I'm not taking no credit here. This ain't about my ego, my clout status, this and that. I gives no fucks about that shit. I'm doing the Most High's work. This is way beyond me. But you just see the message here. You know what I'm saying? Money, money, weed. You know what I'm saying? Dumb your ass down. I mean, a lot of you brothers don't know that the actual healing agent, you want to attest for the healing agents of cannabis or marijuana, weed, herb, whatever you want to call it, this stuff. You know what I'm saying? If you want to validate its healing uh, properties, you got to understand the difference between THC, which gets you high, opposed to CBD. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not gonna sit here and flex like I only fuck with CBD weed. That's not the case. I get high. You know what I'm saying? Facts. I have nothing to hide. I'm not gonna sit here. I'm completely transparent. Like I said, I'm not here to mislead you to lie to you. Period. Because you're already the recipients of the most lies, so-called black men. You know what I'm saying? I was you at one point, but I've been edified. I've edified myself. This is the information age. Everything's out there, but you got to understand how to discern the bullshit from the truth, from what's false. There's levels to this shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm 7 years in, type. You know what I mean? And that's not to brag neither. I'm trying to be transparent here so that people can relate. I'm human. I'm no saint, brothers. Period. I'm not. But actually, no. I should have stayed on the last one because I didn't get to the whole the objectifying of the women because there's a lot of women. That's another thing, brothers. The primary concern here is to restore order in the community. Big facts. Order. We need order in our community. What order is going on? You know what I mean? Like I said, if there was order, if so-called black men were edifying themselves and understanding their true culture and their true history, we would not need burners to sit here and defend ourselves from another so-called black man. Because that brother will be our brother and he will be uplifting us, you know what I'm saying, and understanding of what the fuck's going on and understanding the legit psychological warfare, spiritual warfare, and physical warfare upon the so-called black man. You know what I'm saying? I haven't addressed a lot of the killings, but y'all brothers see this shit. I don't need to sit here and continue to promote it. But you see the shit, you know what I'm saying? You're not oppressed. You're not, you know what I mean? Like, this is not, you don't have oppressors, brothers. The only one oppressing you is your damn self. Big facts. Your forefathers were oppressed. You face stereotyping and judgment based upon your flesh tone. Period. That's what you face. That's not oppression. Learn the words, brother. Learn what the fuck's going on. Start Google searching and understand the definition of the words that you use and which your the phonetics things is crazy. My brother just kicked a whole bunch of things I need to tap into. But there's a lot of objectifying of women in this, brother. Our women, how many so-called black women is out here showing their cleavage, putting their ass on the counter, all that extra shit for attention? You know what I mean? You could see the thirst for attention within male and female alike. And you brothers don't have to agree with me or you don't have to fucking like it. Don't give no fucks. Most so-called black men have the mind of a woman, which is why they react on impulse without applying logic and thinking about the full parameters of the situation and the consequences of their actions. Big facts. Any man laying hands on his woman is like, come on. Nonetheless, I'm not deifying the woman. That's another thing that's plagued our community. We deify women. You know, there's a lot of pro-blacks. It's like, what about the black woman? She's God, this and that. No, brother, she's not God. That's not, no. Yeah, we come from her, but we are the seeds of our father. Think about this shit. The seed comes from the male, the egg comes from the woman. You're not the seed of a so-called black woman. You don't know what's going on, trust me. But how many women are out there, you know what I mean, showing their cleavage and their body and extra shit? All women should be dressing modestly. Again, brothers, we need to restore order. We got the juice. It's clear. You know what I'm saying? People are drawn to us. The light, you're on this video because you're drawn to it. Because I got the juice. You know what I'm saying? I'm what you consider so-called black, so-called light skin, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like that, and that's another duality mindset that brothers got. It's all dark skin versus light skin. Oh, buddies mixed as all hell type. It's just like niggas is beyond ignorant with their low levels of thinking. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not here to tell you what you want to hear. I'm here to tell you what you need to hear. And if you take it and digest it, you know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck what you do with it. Cause I don't know who's watching. You know what I'm saying? I don't know who needs this fucking 30-minute, 40-minute, whoever knows how long it's gonna be, video. Cause I watched those. I've needed those. You know what I'm saying? They've helped edify me and prior to where I'm at now, they help validate me. But for the most part, I'm self-validated. I've done a shit ton of research, thousands of hours type shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm blessed to be an artist, you know what I mean, to paint shit like flat earth and my children and a lot of other things if you are familiar with the things I do, but you know what I'm saying? But all those blessings come from the most high. That's not me. You know what I mean? I'm not a self worshipper because I didn't create the world around me. You know what I'm saying? How the fuck I get here? I just popped up one day type shit. You gotta understand. You know what I mean? And look at the full scope of things. We need order, brothers. Order. Stop deifying money and worshiping money in this dumbass money system. Stop trying to get comfortable behind enemy lines. Hone your spirit and humble your spirit, brother. It's not about the ego here. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to be right above anybody that wants to have an opposite opinion. I gives no fucks about opinions and shit. I'm dealing with the most high. I don't deal in matters of man. But quite honestly, I feel like I've dressed quite enough. I'm gonna go ahead and end this on that note.